I just spent the last few hours reading through your comments on my recent macOS Tahoe video, and wow, while some of you are having a smooth ride, a huge group of you, especially the M2 gang, are dealing with absolute nightmares. But Apple just dropped macOS 26.3.1. Is this the fix we've been waiting for, or just a compatibility patch for Apple's newest hardware? Today, we're diving into the patch notes, the hidden changes, and whether you should hit that update button. The main reason for this surprise .1 release is hardware, mainly the Studio Display 2026. This update is mandatory if you're picking up the new Studio Display or the XDR 27-inch model. It includes firmware hooks for the webcam, speakers, and ports that won't work correctly on 26.3. The next is MacBook Neo and M5 support. If you're eyeing the new M5 MacBook Air or the MacBook Neo, this is the factory-shipped OS. It even adds new supercore nomenclature for the M5 chips, renaming performance cores in Activity Monitor. As for the bug fixes, what's actually better? But what about the bugs? The previous 26.3 version was called broken by many. The screensaver and UI. The annoying screensaver freeze from 26.3 is reportedly gone. Moving on with Safari stability, there was a quiet Safari update included in this build, 26.3.1, likely patching some of the rendering glitches users saw last month. The next one is with regards to boot loops. Apple tweaked the Revive protocols to help those M-series Macs that were getting stuck at 10% during installation. Now, here's the kicker. If you're on an M2 Mac dealing with external monitor crashes, the kernel panics while early reports suggest the purple-black screen flashes on M2 chips with 4K 240Hz monitors are still happening for some users. No CVE security. Interestingly, on the Apple's website pointed out there are no published CVE security entries for this update. This is purely a stability and hardware compatibility patch. M4 battery drain. The 2% to 5% battery drain every 10 minutes reported by M4 Air users remains a lingering issue. UI and window resizing. The hit area and transparency bugs in the new liquid glass design are still present. Adobe Suite performance. There are no explicit fixes for the frame rate issues or initialization failures in Adobe Premiere reported by users. Performance and memory leaks, which massive memory leaks were noted, particularly affecting Lightroom masking and installer apps. Some peripheral and UI glitches that has some issues including broken Touch ID for logins, logging wireless keyboards, and the inability to close open windows. The verdict, to update or not. So should you install it? Yes, if you have new 2026 Apple hardware or your 26.3 install is currently crashing. Plus, you get those slick new MacBook Neo wallpapers in Citrus and Indigo. No, if your current system is stable. As many experts suggest, you might want to wait for macOS 26.4, which is currently in beta and expected to be the big spring release with the real deep-level fixes. What's your experience? Are you still seeing the M2 monitor bug? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.